A huge crypto launching in 2029. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're telling me there's someone out there that's slower, longer, lamer than the United States government? Yes, there is, because I said 2029 launch. Yo, boys and girls, it's 2025. Let's talk about that REX OSPREY XRP ETF, because it's breaking some records. What's it doing to price action? We'll talk about it. Tether wants to raise some money. They're doing it through private investors to do what? To expand their empire. It's because stablecoins got regs and we're, well, in delay mode, waiting for regs for the alts.
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
Little early video today because I got some husband duties. That's right, gotta take care of the old wife because she's got some things going on. Klaus on call. Now, do you like the heat map in the beginning? Or do you like the discussion about the altcoin season index, or do you like both? Let me know in the comments down below. Before we get to it, you know the deal, though. Your comments come first, because no matter what we put in the beginning, you, the viewer, matter most. NSK says, feels like altcoins are forgotten and everything is circling around stablecoins, but happy and hopeful Tuesday, Klaus. Well, happy Wednesday. Happy hump day to you all. The reason stablecoins are everything right now is because they have regs. This is why stables were pushed first, okay? Because to back stable coins, most of these stables use what? Government debt. So the reason the governments push stablecoin legislation first, it helps out the governments and their spending. So yeah, stablecoins running amok. Philip Ryan, little Irish love for us all, says, smoking and been crypto educated by the Klaus. Good luck from Dublin, brother. I appreciate it. We'll take all the luck we can get. Heat map, Bitcoin, 113,000 ETH, 4185, XP's at 288. You thought I forgot how to do this? Nope, I did not. BNB's over 1,000 still, while XLM's at 37 cents. Altcoin season, we're at 70 out of 100, which means what? Yeah, 70 out of the top 99 cryptos are beating BTC over the last 90 days. So even on red days, you can have a high altcoin season index because it's all about how you're beating the crap out of BTC. By the way, BTC up 5% last 90 days. Some of our favorites like XRP up 32%, XLM up 55%, HBAR up 53%. HBAR fans, I've got news for you later today, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, notification bell, so you don't miss out. All right. What crypto is launching in 2029? The digital euro may not launch until mid-2029. Whoa. Thank you, European Central Bank and the European governments out there for being slower than the United States. Let's learn, everyone. Mid-2029 is the projected launch window cited by a European Central Bank official. The digital euro is the European Central Bank's proposed CBDC designed to complement cash and support financial sovereignty. It would be a digital form of central bank money for retail use across the euro area, issued and regulated by the ECB. ECB Executive Board member Piero Cipollone, hopefully I said that right, indicated the earliest practical launch would be around mid-2029. Nice. You're not in any rush. This projection follows recent EU ministerial roadmap agreement and depends on the European Parliament delivering a general approach and subsequent council decisions. Here's the thing. They still need more regs for the CBDC. So they don't even know if they're going to be able to get it off the ground if the regs can't get it off the ground. You notice how some players out here are struggling to make crypto shit happen? God, this is horrible. Per Cipollone, the parliament could have a formal position by May of 2026 with a report scheduled in October, blah, 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 blah. And then what? Maybe they could start building it 3 years later? Okay. Stablecoin giant Tether looks to raise up to $20 billion. Now. They're not IPOing, okay? This is private raise, all right? This is very different, okay? IPO, the public can get in on this. They want to raise money so they can grow their stablecoin empire privately. Tether Holdings, the parent company behind USDT, looking to raise anywhere from $15 to $20 billion, valuing the company at around $500 billion. This would make it one of the most privately owned tech companies in the world. This is what they said. Tether is evaluating a raise from a selected group of high-profile key investors to maximize the scale of the company's strategy across all existing and new business lines, stablecoins distribution, AI commodity trading, energy communications, blah, 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 blah. In the second quarter, Tether made $4.9 billion in profit. So Tether's like, look, we want to grow our business, but we need to raise some money because it's always best to use other people's money, not your own, in order to make that happen. So now they're raising private funds. Hey, what about that Gemini IPO, right? Wasn't that supposed to be touted as one of like the biggest things out there? Let's go look at that Gemini IPO quick this morning and see what happens. The ticker symbol is GEMI. I've got it for you right here. And oh, yeah, that's not really that juicy. Okay, let's keep learning. 7.5 billion, or just over 7 billion in XRP volume, is the first XRP US ETF welcomes. Yes, Rex Osprey has announced that options trading are now in the Rex Osprey XRP ETF. Ooh, okay. It launched in this past week to the excitement of the crypto community, where it traded 37.7 million in one day. Okay. Rex XRP ETF saw 24 million in volume in 90 minutes, 5 times more than any of the XRP future ETFs did in one day. Well, no shit, this is a small ETF, and there's really not much juice with this. Now, the big ETFs, though, are coming. The big spot ones, not this Rex Osprey piece of crap, which, by the way, here's their ticker symbol. Okay, have fun losing money. So, is this Rex Osprey thing helping out XRP at all? No, it's not. In fact, volume now is down 21% to 5.2 billion. So, is it starting to fade already, the juice from the Rex Osprey thing? Because I got to be honest with you, everyone. This was a nothing burger from the beginning, but a lot of people out there were shilling it to make themselves sound smart. Like, oh, I know something about this Rex Osprey thing. It's going to blow the doors off of crypto. I'm going to be the one that breaks the story. And instead, it's all a big nothing burger, and they just look like a bunch of retards. That's French for retards, for those of you that just don't know. Either way, crypto right now is sitting at 39 out of 100, so we got a lot of room left to go in there. We've had outflows here over the last several days with BTC and ETH both bleeding money. Volume for the overall crypto market down 5%, so we're seeing a little bit more down volume on XRP than we are for the broader market. Price action, look, we're not going to get much action until what? We figure out if the government shutdown is over. XRP price will go up. The closer we get to a resolution, XRP price will go down along with the rest of the alts. When what, everyone? When we have some problems making the budget action happen. So, budget bad news, bad for XRP and alts. Budget good news, good for XRP and the alts. Overall, the crypto market, though, is going to be on hold until we get that announcement. Now, by the way, the shutdown is September 30th going into October 1st. So we're going to be dealing with this here in the next week. Yeah, it's a week from today. Isn't that freaking nuts, everyone? So, got a week to chew through this bullshit sandwich, just like we had to chew through the Rex Osprey BS. And the Gemini IPO BS. Yeah, that's okay. They might have the digital euro in 2029. I mean, who wants any of the CBDCs, though? I don't want the government controlling my money any more than they do. So you know what? Delay this thing to infinity, because we don't want any more government control with our money. So European Central Bank, I guess we're all glad that you delayed, because it's better that than getting it done sooner. But for real, it takes you 3+ years to develop this shit. No wonder we can't solve problems in this world. None of our governments get shit done in time, but that's okay. Because the United States government's going to save us by the shutdown deadline. I don't know. Odds are ticking up that they're going to have a shutdown, and that would be bad for crypto. So have your dry powder ready, boys and girls. So heat map in the beginning, altcoin season index in the beginning, or both. Oh, we could have a threesome of news. Me and those two events every morning, banging it out at the beginning of every video. But let me know what your thoughts are on that down below. Now, in terms of Tether raising private money, this is not a shock. Tether has said plenty of times they want to remain private because they want to be in ultimate control. And as long as they can get some private investors to shell them some money, well, guess what? They'll keep raising capital in order to expand their empire. And the reason they expand their empire is because stables have been given the protection by governments around the globe. And since stablecoins are backed by government debt, no wonder they push stablecoin regs first and put altcoin regs on the old back burner like the little bitch that they are, according to the government. So, government shutdown won't have any effect on stablecoins, but it will have an effect on altcoins. BTC is going to be soft as well, and I could see more outflows happening with BTC and ETH on an institutional level as we get close to that shutdown if we don't have resolution. Why? Because players are trying to protect their money. Rex Osprey ETF didn't bring any juice, did it? No, but plenty of people were touting that big turd burger. Yeah, Hopium and Schiller are some gross people out there. That's okay. Now, for some of us, the end of the baseball season is here. And that's some of us that aren't going to the playoffs. Now, for those of you that are going to watch playoff baseball, I'm a little bit jealous. But we've got a few more games left with Los White Sox, and I'm going to be watching because there's always a chance, baby. There's always a chance. We're going to win out the rest of the season. No, we're not. We're playing the Yankees and the Nationals. And the Yanks, they beat us last night. Yeah, end of the game, 9th inning. Wasn't pretty good. Judge crossed the line. Yeah, whatever. Choo-choo what? Not the White Sox, because we ain't making the playoffs. Hey, maybe the White Sox will make the playoffs before the European Central Bank does their CBDC. We got until 2029. Go White Sox? Yeah, it's possible. Beat the Euro CBDC. Choo-choo what? Choo-choo bitches, though, is for sure definite.